Well, good morning. We are on Pattaya Beach. It is a beautiful sunny day and it's nice and early in the morning too. It's actually not even that hot yet. I'm out enjoying myself. Look at, they got a couple of jet skiers out here. Whew. If you're hearing all that noise in the background, here comes another one. These are great, by the way. You can rent them by the hour. I always tell people, make sure that you do a video all the way around before you rent it. That way they can't say that you scratched it or damaged it. You have video evidence that you didn't. Now that's an old Thailand scam that I don't know if you see it much anymore, but it used to be a problem 10, 15 years ago. They actually called it the jet ski scam. But these days I just tell people, make sure you videotape it. And I have not heard any problems like that in recent times. You know, I want to mention something else. I notice that a lot of people in my comment section and when I watch other content about retirement, they talk about their job like it's a prison sentence. They talk about it like it's something evil, like work is evil. And it made me think a lot about it, because I think a lot of people see, like the people that are at work with them, they see them, they don't have to be friends, but they see them as friendly acquaintances. I think a lot of people see their job to be something that they find fulfilling. They enjoy it. So why do some people have this position on work, that it's something evil? Well, I have been thinking about it, and I believe I've come up with an answer. I think people have completely missed what work is for and why we get up to do it. And if you miss that, yes, it is going to absolutely feel like being in a bottomless pit. That's what it's going to feel like to you. And that's not good. We're going to talk about that in this video. Also, I'm taking you out. We'll get ourselves a good breakfast. You better believe that. And then we'll go out and have a nice dinner tonight. I'll show you those. We'll get around and enjoy ourselves here in beautiful Pattaya. My time here in Pattaya is getting close to ending. And then I'll be moving on to another part of Thailand, and I'm taking you with me. Okay, we'll talk about this, about jobs and what the point of having one really is. Let's go. Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go. If you've ever heard someone say that they missed work after retirement, I would say that they did something right. They obviously had a job that not only they enjoyed and felt fulfilled at, but they also made some friendly acquaintances of their co-workers, and they had a positive experience. That's good. That's a good thing. If you hear people say that they've been working and working for years, man, I've been working for 10 years, I've been working for 15 years, this sucks, it's terrible, everything is a mess, they're doing something wrong. And what is that? I think the big difference, and I've already talked about those two, being friendly with your coworkers. It's very important. You don't got to make friends with them. Don't talk about your hopes and dreams at work. Don't do that. They are your coworkers, not your friends. Be friendly, be polite, make small talk. You should have a job that you find fulfilling and that you feel does something for the world. Okay, that's great. But there's one more point that you need to do. And that is you need to have something to show for it. That's right. If you work a full year and at the end of that year, you've got nothing to show for it. Trust me, how do I know? I did it for years. At the end of the year, I was broke. I was in debt. I hadn't invested anything. And yes, it can seem like a bottomless pit. It can seem like you're pointless. It's a train that has no destination. You're right, it doesn't, but not because of the job. Because you're not taking a portion of each paycheck and investing it. I know because I've been there. I had to seriously cut my cost of living and live a very different lifestyle in order to start investing, to start putting away from each paycheck money and investing it. That's when the change happens in your mind. You no longer see work as a bottomless pit, pointless, empty. You realize it's a pathway. Work is an ends to a means. Look at this guy right here. See that? He's a working man. He's selling them floats. That guy's working on his tan right there. He needs to keep working on it. If you invest, it changes your mind about work. It changes your mindset. You start to realize that work isn't evil. It's a pathway. It's a tool. And if you use it to build something, an investment, you're using that tool correctly. If you use it incorrectly, at the end of the year, you'll have nothing to show for it. And that can just drain you of all your ambition and all your hope for the future. And I'm hoping to put some food in my stomach. I'm hungry. The Devonshire is a well-known local spot. It's been around for many years. And when it comes to getting a good English breakfast, you really can't do much better. It's fantastic. The staff is very friendly. And even while I was here, like a couple of the other people that were visiting Pattaya, they just like struck up a conversation with me. I ordered the English breakfast, which of course do the retire and go inspection rating system of this English breakfast. I think they do a pretty good job here. Thank you, thank you. In the comments section, rate this from 1 to 5. 5 being authentic and 1 being you have no idea what it is that I'm eating. I paid an extra 30 baht for the black pudding, so this came up to 190 baht. I thought that was really good, and it was delicious, by the way. They do a really good job here. I like a good English breakfast in the morning. I also like that they had bubble and squeak, which is something you don't see on a lot of the English breakfasts that I find. This was pretty darn traditional, and I thought they did a really good job with it. I don't eat all the toast, although the fried bread is good. You know, I've talked on these videos that in order to make more money, I had to actually leave my job, study, so that I could get into a field that paid more. This accelerated me towards retirement. I made more money every year. However, the next big step was to cut my cost of living big time, and that accelerated me. But neither one was the key. The key was to invest, to build an asset outside of just my job. If you're just going to work to pay for that week, for that 2-week cycle, for that month, and at the end of that you have nothing, I got to tell you, okay? The truth is, that does sound pretty bad. That sounds really bad, because there's no end to that. And there's going to come a time when our bodies can't move us the way that we can when we're younger. We have to use those years to invest. So later on in life, when our body says, you know, thank you, but yeah, I'm not getting you up every day and getting you to work and doing that job anymore. That's not happening. When that happens, we have an asset built up to retire on. Then work doesn't seem evil. It's a pathway. It's important to you. You see why it's important to you. That's what people all over the world are getting wrong. They see their job as being pointless and empty and serving no purpose to them because they're always broke and they never have enough to get ahead. Yeah, I can see that being stressful. It is. I know, I've been there. I don't talk about anything in these videos that I haven't done myself. And I had to make the change, and I did. And I look back on work now, and I think about the work that I did and the jobs that I did. They were exciting and fun, and I made, good acquaintances at work. Some that I keep in touch with today. But most of all, When I learned to invest and build an asset that I own in my own name that grows every year, I can see it. As a result of that hard work, it changed everything about the way that I look at work. I'm going to take you out tonight. First, before we go out, though, let me go pick up a used book. The Book Spot is a used bookstore. You won't find it on any maps. So here it is. This is where it's located. It's a used bookstore here in Pattaya. They have several languages available: English, German, French, Russian. This is the German section here. French in here. That's awesome. I read 2 vintage fantasy books, Prince Caspian and Treasure Island. I'm ready for some vampire books. Nosferatu Scroll. There you go. Thank you for singing. Pattaya at night. You know, this place is a trip always. You never know what you're going to run into. But one thing you can guarantee is a smile, people being friendly, and you can have fun. This is one of the outdoor areas where you can grab yourself a bite to eat. You've got plenty of these throughout Pattaya. I like to find the seafood places and grab myself something. You can usually negotiate, but I have to tell you, the prices are usually so good, I just go for it. That looks fantastic. Wow. Okay, 10 scallops. Yep, thank you. Okay, here we go. We can get something to drink right here. Okay, so you guys do fruit drinks here? Yes, I'll definitely do one. Wow, mango strawberry sounds great. I'll do that. Oh, look at that. Wow, that looks good. Wow. Yeah. Cooking up right there. With what tasted like Alfredo sauce and now some Parmesan cheese melted on top. Wow, on the grill like this, so good. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, 70 baht, okay. Oh my goodness, thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh. Another advantage of go to these kind of locations to have your meal prepared is you can just choose the items. You can throw vegetables in, add seafood items, and you don't get that big plate of rice with it on the side. I've really enjoyed this trip to Pattaya. You know, I make Thailand a big part of my life throughout the year, and I'll probably keep doing this, I think, for several more years to come, traveling the world, but making Pattaya my main stop. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We got a chance to have a good conversation today. Hopefully it is helpful and inspiring. Are you interested in this lifestyle that I live? Traveling the world with one backpack as a minimalist? Well, if you are, like and subscribe to the video. Come along with me. You can support my channel by picking up a copy of my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. The link is in the description. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit more time here in Pattaya, and then we're heading on. We'll talk again soon. Aloha. He ain't got no time for my foolishness. He ain't got no time for me. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that.